All right, guys, I'm going to be showing you some sets. You see Rocky lurking in and out of the background. But what I'm going to do is Joe's going to do a series of exercises. He's about killed it on this reflex bag today, and we're trying to get cardio back up and stamina back up. So we're changing out. And while he's going through this series of exercises, I'll give you a talk. And I elected for us to work here so we could go run down at the courts, which are right across the street and down about 100 yards, which he's done. And for the reflex bag work, because it works you more in a cardio type way, where we can get our stamina up. And so I elected to work at the house here, and we're going to be working here maybe 2 days a week instead of the 1 day a week that we were working. And the reasoning is people in the gym are doing nothing but getting in our way, causing trouble for, I don't mean this in an ugly way at all, but getting in the way, everybody gawking over Joe. Every time you see us, there's four to 10 to maybe 15 people just standing in the background, just doing this, looking, wanting to look at him and gawk over him, and it gets a little old for him. I kind of enjoy it because I'm real proud with him. But he's my son. I like people staring at him all the time in a good way like that, in an amazed way. But he's more private. And and we're backing off of the, not backing away, but backing off a little bit of the strength work that we do. Because we're always neglecting. We can't fit everything in the day because he's got school, straight A student, and all this stuff. Everything really great with him. So we have 2.5 to 3 hours, a little over 3 hours max a day that I let him work. So we can't fit every single thing in. Now, a lot of people are talking about him competing. We are in Colombia, South America. The boxing leagues that are for the, I don't even think they have a Masters League here. So it's from 21 down to 8 or 9 year olds, I think, maybe 10-year-olds, these boxing leagues, and they will not permit him in. And they haven't permitted him in since he was 13 years old because he literally is breaking things on other people. And I don't blame, I've given this country a lot of shit for not letting him in the league boxing, which is the Olympic boxing. In the USA, the brother committee would be Boxing USA, and I don't know we have much better luck with Boxing USA with him even at 17 here. So it is what it is. We'll get somebody, they'll come spar, they leave. Everybody wants to spar, but as soon as they get up on him, then they're all hell no. And we just went in, was it last week or the week before? We got a guy in. I worked with this guy for damn near 6 weeks. And he just regresses in the sparring. And it's starting to get threatful with us that, Joe jabbing him. And he's like, oh, you could be liable for me missing work. And other things that he said. It's on a past video. I believe I named it Sparring Gone Wrong. This is what we have to deal with these Latinos all the time. And it is what it is. They're all great. They're all the best race of anybody that's ever graced a boxing ring until they get in or around him, and they get a bloody nose or two, chipped or knocked out tooth, and then they run off. So I'm not going to keep going into that. Watch the channel. I don't mean to be ugly about that, but had somebody earlier today asking why, and I wanted to tell the person that was asking, why don't you bring your ass here and get in the ring with him, and you'll very quickly figure out why. So hell, we can't even get a lot of really good professionals in the coastal regions of Colombia, and we can't even get them to do anything. So anyway, that's over with. Joe's going to show you a little bit of work he's doing here. All right. Now you're going on down there to do that. All right. Now these he's going to do. These are back breaking. Give them a try. So he just did 5 of those. He's fried in his back, y'all. Or his shoulders, actually. It's your shoulders, all right? All right, come on. And if you go look at yesterday's video, we did 12 sets of that circuit that we did, and he's literally fried with this and all the running we've done over the past 3 days. Good job, son. I take him. Oh, that's right. You got to do the squats here. I'll do like I do normal, show you 2 or 4 sets here. And right now he's just doing body weight squats, and he's going to stop. I don't know how many minutes we'll have here, but typically we go around 2 to 3 minutes in a circuit, and then we stop for whatever the time it is he needs. So he did some running, rope work, reflex bag work, pool noodle work. And then we're doing this, and when he's done with this, we're done. Tomorrow, all he'll do is run. We're taking Rocky to get shots at 10 o'clock, so probably we'll be back here. The vet is just right around the block. So probably around 11 o'clock, he'll start running. Around 11:45, we'll be done. 12 o'clock at the latest, and he'll eat and he'll take a nap. Because we don't have, obviously, school in the house. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. So I'm just going to keep this down, folks, so I don't have to keep moving it. And you can see Rocky over here in the corner here. That precious baby right there. Just do a couple if you can't. You don't even have to use the weight, Joe, if you don't want to. Yeah, next time, just don't even use the weight. Just get in a Superman plank for 30 seconds or whatever. So it's just getting, we love the gym. We love the people in it. We want all them there to know that we do love them, but it gets a little old when you're, it gets annoying, and Joe's getting, there are some gals up there that are kind of weird, that are kind of really just sitting there back in a corner or whatever, just watching Joe the whole time. I was being funny about it Monday or Tuesday on one of those videos, and I put down Eye Candy was watching him because she's kind of a pretty girl, but it's not comfortable, and he's not comfortable with it. Of course, me, if I could go back to his age, I'd be damn comfortable and happy as a lark with it. But, you know, when the grass is always greener on the other side of the hill, everywhere he goes, people are gawking and staring. And when they find out he's still a teenager, they freak out. And he's built rather well, and a lot of people like that. So he's got a lot of people watching him, watching what he does, watching his mannerisms. He walks a certain way that's just a normal walk to him. He walks like my dad walked. And carries himself like my dad did. He carries himself like his grandpa, and kind of the spitting image of his grandpa, and in his mannerisms and everything. And he's real serious, and he's on a different wavelength than most folks are. Now, me, if I could go back in time 50 plus years ago and be his age and have all these girls or women and everything else gawking at me, all the guys sitting back looking at me being envious, I'd love that. But when it's just, maybe I wouldn't if I was as gifted as him. I would have, I don't know. See, it's different because, I've kind of told you guys that I just figured out a couple of 3 years ago, just figured out really my growing up. I was malnourished for several years there, and they were formative growing years. They would have been from around 11 to 13 going on 14 years old. We just simply didn't have a lot of food at all. I grew up on mayonnaise sandwiches, as I've told you guys. And I mean, a lot of times, the only meal I got was the school meal. I can remember in the summers, back in my day, of course, we didn't have, we were lucky if we had 2 television channels. Sitting back watching black and white TV, and a lot of my friends would get out and they'd run, and I got out and I'd run as much as I could too. And I was real lucky. A lot of times I'd get invited over to somebody's house to eat, or the moms and dads would be at work, so I'd be able to go in and have some snacks with some friends and things, but we didn't have this stuff in my house. And, I've told Joe when we had eggs in the house, I'd be able to scramble an egg and make an egg sandwich, and that was a huge treat for me. Now, where was, my dad had died. Where was my mother? She was working from 6 o'clock in the morning till 12 at night as a waitress at a truck stop, working double shifts. That I'd even had a roof over my head. For several years there, we had a very difficult time. And so had I been Mr. Big Shot, or had my dad around, who was a strong father and a very, very good-hearted father, I would it would have been different for me. And that's what got me into boxing and taekwondo and football, American football, for those of you in Europe there. That all the contact things I could do, I tried to do, and I did, because I was tired of being the little guy, the guy that was not as really even nourished, Now, Rocky, I don't want you to start crying, because you are very well nourished. So this is, I've had a lot of hardness, and I sit around and I see guys, young kids today, they're gifted. They got more than enough to eat, more, everybody's griping. It's either their race or it's something that, oh, I'm beat down, but yet they're in the house playing games all day long. They're eating out 3 or 4 times a day, eating high off the hog. And I got no use for it, and I got no time for it. And when I hear people crying and moaning the blues, I tell them, hey, shut your mouth. Be lucky you got food to eat. Be lucky you have cut your finger off, that somebody ain't coming and trying to ace bandage toilet paper or paper towels around it and telling you to proceed on with your day, when you should have had a few stitches, because ain't nobody got money to take you to a doctor, because mama and daddy can take you down there and it's free for them, because a working fella's paying for it. And I got no use for it. And that's why I'm hard on the younger mindset. I don't want to hear the crying and the moaning. I hear all these people crying and moaning they're mentally ill. I look over at somebody like Ryan Garcia. Number one, there are a lot of people that are mentally ill. And you know what? If you go off of these dad-blasted psychologists today and psychiatry today, according to all their charts and graphs and questionnaires, we're all mentally ill. Everybody. But I got a news flash for all you, for people out there: quit being weaklings. Everybody's got problems. There's a nightmare all the time. There's something wrong. But I look over at somebody like Ryan Garcia coming out, oh, I'm mentally ill. Tyson Fury coming out. And I don't dislike these people. I love them, actually. But Tyson Fury coming out, oh, I'm mentally ill. And I don't want to hear it. You got $8 million in your checking account, and woe as hell is you. And I got no time for it. Not an ounce of it. Quit crying and get on with it. We're all mentally ill and insane. We live on an insane asylum, piece of rock that we call Earth. This is biblically explained to us very thoroughly. But everything's an excuse nowadays, right? And like I said, I wasn't even realizing basically that I was malnourished till a few years ago. And Joe would be malnourished on the junk food end of it because I'll get him some chips when he wants them. When I say chips, I mean like potato chips. I get him some things. He eats some oatmeal cookies that obviously have some sugar in them, salted peanuts. He's got things he eats, but he gets 3 square days. He'll eat 6 to 10 scrambled eggs in the morning with whole wheat, real buttered toast. In the middle of the day, he's got a chicken or beef, and at the end of the day, he's got another meal like that with chicken or beef and vegetables on the side, of course. Beans and high protein beans and things like that. He don't eat no junk. And if you're going to sit around and throw junk in your system, don't be surprised that the work output that you do in sports is junk. And that's what we're seeing nowadays, and all throughout Western Europe and North America is a bunch of junk. A bunch of babied athletes. And people are, well, you stay on black people all the time. I don't stay on black people none of the time. I stay on African Americans from the United States all the time. And here's why. Because all the champions I grew up with were African Americans, and we loved them. We didn't love them because of the color of their skin. We loved them because they were our champions, irregardless of the color of our skin. And what I'm seeing now out of the U.S. African American community is a bunch of whining, complaining, and can't do nothing. But yet I see, like where a lot of African Americans invaded that white swimming pool outside of Chicago in a suburb, and all these kids going in there lighting up joints, pouring beer in the pool, slung the manager of the pool, pushed her in the swimming pool. All these cops had to come. They didn't arrest but one person out of all of that. They were all in there drinking and raising hell, black people. And when they go out and they make them leave and get in their cars to leave, they're all getting in Teslas, Lincolns, Cadillacs, Acuras, and Mercedes and such. And I'm like, these are the same people that are bitching that they're beat down on race. And I'm like, take that shit to somebody else. I don't want to hear it. And I want to see more belts in the United States held by white African Americans or white Americans and black Americans. And hey, if that makes me racist, that I want to see our groups holding belts again, then hey, charge me. Guilty as charged. But what you ain't going to get coming up in around us is a bunch of babyfied nonsense. You're just not going to get it. And I tell you this as a failure. As a failure, guys. I failed at every single thing I've done except with my son. And trust you me, I'm not pushing him. It's not that I'm driving him. It's that he's over exceeding what I think he can do. It's like a healthy father-son thing from the 1950s and before. And we're going to proceed on as normal. And if Joe sticks with this, he's going win a world title. And the rest of you might not know that. The rest of you might not be able to see that. But this kid right here is the super destroyer. And something wicked comes the boxing world's way if he decides to stick with it. And that's all I'm telling everybody. And it's a fundamental truth. And the rest of you can sit back and order out McDonald's and Domino's or whatever the heck else you do, you know, and play on video games the majority of the time. And if you do that, you're going to reap what you sow. We're not doing that around here. So how many sets you got now? I'm going to kill it here. He's got 5 sets, so he's going to do probably 5 more. I've done bitched enough in this video. I want you all to know I love all of you. I'm hard on everything. I call it like I see it. This world is getting weaker, not stronger. We are de-evolving. We are not evolving into anything special. The Bible is correct. And you know, the truth hurts. It hurts us all. I don't like hearing it. And I humbly tell you all, I think I've about destroyed everything I've come in contact with except my son. And I decided with him I was going to follow biblical principle, and we've been following it all along, and we've been hard-nosed. And we'll continue to be so and do so. So don't be offended. Get sparked. Get sparked and get ignited and go like you're a time bomb and accomplish and blow up every obstacle in front of you, and do that through your hard-working endeavors, and you will succeed. And that's the point I try to get across. That's why I speak harder than 9 out of 10 fellas that you see. But much love to you. I'll end this like I normally do. Christ is King, Lord, and Savior up in here. We love the Lord, and we hope He is up in where you are. And if He's not, we unapologetically hope He will be, and hope He'll be your guide. And the real Christ, the strong Christ, will be your guide. Have a great weekend, everybody.